Welcome back to Periodized Strength. My name is Stanley Chalk here, and today we're going to be doing the alternating dumbbell single arm snatch. Let's get right to the video. All right, so for the alternating single arm dumbbell snatch, I got a dumbbell here, and we're going to show you how to do it and go about it. We're going to go over some of the things you should do and some of the things that you probably shouldn't do. But each of these exercises that you're seeing on this channel, everything varies and everybody has a different way of doing them. So take whatever you'd like from this video and apply it to your own training, apply it to what you believe and what you know about fitness and exercise, and improve your fitness that way. So we're gonna go over the dumbbell single arm alternating snatch. This movement is widely seen in CrossFit workouts. You also see it in Hyrox workouts. You see them in HITT training all the time. So we're gonna do it, and we're gonna give you a few tips and a few pointers on how to do them and do them better. So first off is how to do the movement. So with your dumbbell, we want to make sure that we're not doing everything strict necessarily. The idea is to get the dumbbell from the ground to overhead as best as possible, using not only our arm or our arms, but also using our legs and driving with our legs, bringing the dumbbell up and down. So we're gonna start here with the dumbbell on the ground. From here, what we wanna see is we want to see the dumbbell kind of almost do like a swinging motion here. You wanna be quick and explosive off the ground. So it's almost like a squat. So from this position, you're gonna bend down, the dumbbell is in between your legs, bend down, grab it with one arm. This arm can stay out here. Try not to put it on your leg. Hand out here, and you're gonna drive with the legs, and you're gonna drive with your hips up, and then press up. The more explosive you do this movement from the ground, the easier it will be to bring the dumbbell all the way up overhead. If you don't do it with any explosion or any explosiveness, this is what the movement will look like. So if you're just doing a strict press, that's fine, and it works. If you're doing it there, that works just fine. You'll just fatigue yourself more and quicker. But if you're trying to do more of a CrossFit style dumbbell snatch or a Hyrox style snatch, you want to be able to move through and use your whole body to do the movement, not necessarily isolate your shoulders and your legs. So remember, you want to be explosive from the bottom. So explosive, here, explosive, and bring it up. Use that explosiveness to bring the dumbbell up and down here, okay? We'll go from the front angle or front view here, explosiveness. So this is just single arm here. If we're gonna alternate, you could go there, alternating, set it on the ground, push up, set on the ground, push up. Sometimes if you're trying to go for speed and still be able to move fluidly, you can drop the dumbbell. This is a little bit more advanced technique, so try this at your own risk. You can switch while you basically before you touch the ground. So you can go here, here, and then you can switch here, switch here, switch here. So that works too. Either or works depending on what you're doing and what sport you're doing or what the goal is for the movement. Okay, now we're gonna talk about problems with this movement, things that you need to watch out for, problems on how actually to do the movement or doing the movement itself. So something that we don't wanna see necessarily is we don't wanna have this swinging motion. It's not a kettlebell swing, and you can do that if you'd like, but for what we're doing is we're not swinging it up like so. We also don't want to be too stagnant, or we want to use the explosiveness. And like I said earlier, if we're not using explosiveness, you're just isolating muscles, which is fine. It's just gonna be different from if you're doing a CrossFit workout or a Hyrox workout. Big tips when you're doing this is to keep your back nice and straight, nice and flat. When you're going down, try not to be just here the entire time, and eventually your low back will probably start to give out a little bit, and it won't feel good, and maybe even your mid to upper back might not feel good. So make sure that you're trying to stay somewhat neutral in your positions. Neutral, neutral. For the overhead position, when you're bringing the dumbbell over your head, remember to bring it directly above your shoulder and your hip versus bringing the dumbbell out here. We don't want to be here or there necessarily, because there's nothing to hold the dumbbell in place, and it's going to be really difficult to keep it there. So really think about a straight line as best as you can from the ground over your shoulder here, over your shoulder. So bring the dumbbell as close as you can to above your shoulder and above your hip. Other than that, that is the single arm dumbbell alternating snatch. All right, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. If you have an exercise that you would like to see, please comment down below. Thanks so much for watching. Love you guys. Keep training hard. Peace out.